In this video, I'm going to go over easy knee strengthening exercises for seniors and beginners. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over easy knee strengthening exercises with seniors and beginners in mind. All of these exercises work just a little bit differently. Make sure to go through them all and use what gives you the best results. As a bonus, all of the exercises can be done at home. They require no special equipment, and they're really good at giving quick knee pain relief, even within 30 seconds. So let's get started and strengthen those knees right now. So here's a really easy knee strengthening exercise that you can do daily in a chair. As a note, I'm going to be using an ankle weight for this, but you definitely don't need it to do this exercise. In fact, I would begin with not using one. Get used to the movements, and when you're ready to progress and have a little bit more of a challenge, then use that ankle weight. They're very easy to find. You can pretty much find them at any local sporting goods department. If you would like to get one online, I will leave a link in this video's comments section. So we're going to start seated at the edge of a chair. Have very good upright posture. Whatever side that you're focusing on, let's say it's my right knee, it's really tight and achy. What I'm going to do is straighten that knee out as much as possible and then have my heel resting on the floor. Toes are going to be pointed upward towards the ceiling, and bring the toes back towards you just a little bit until you feel the calf muscles start to fire. From there, I really want to focus on engaging the quadricep muscle, that big muscle right here on the top part of the leg. So I'm just going to kind of squeeze in that area until I feel that muscle start to fire. From there, I'm going to take my hands, put them on the chair for a little bit more support, and then lift my toes upward towards the ceiling as much as I can comfortably, keeping that knee straight. You're going to feel a ton of muscles firing in the leg, especially around the knee. You want to hold this one for 3 to 5 seconds, and then what you're going to do is slowly lower the heel downward towards the floor, but fight the weight of your leg. So you want to come down, and it should take you roughly about 3 to 5 seconds. So the nice part about this one is that we're going to challenge ourselves going up, but we're also going to challenge those muscles by going down to make sure that we hit everything in all directions. Do this one nice and slowly for about 10 to 15 repetitions. And with each repetition, challenge yourself to build into it just a little bit more. So let's focus on activating the muscles just a little bit differently with some different movements, especially ones that are going to target the hip, because a nice strong hip will help support the knee. So for this one, we're going to do a kicking motion. So let's keep our knee bent roughly at 90 degrees. What I'm going to do is just slowly lift my foot up a couple inches off the floor. Again, grab off to the side of the chair, and then we're just going to kick upward like this. Just nice and slow. Really try to focus on moving through that knee as much as you can, and also focus on trying to squeeze that quadricep at the same time, that muscle on the top part of the leg. Hold this for a second or two. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this 10 to 15 times, just nice and slowly. And once you feel comfortable with that, we're going to take this one to the next level by putting different motions in there to now target the hip. So for this one, instead of going straight forward, let's lift our leg up, but take our knee out just a little bit. Think of it as a clock. We were at noon, now we're going to go to 1 o'clock, and then we're going to repeat this. You're going to notice that it hits the muscles and the knee just a little bit differently. So give that one a try. Work your way all the way out, kind of like a arc, going out as far as you can to your side. When you can't go any further, what you're going to do is then work your way back towards noon. And you're going to notice that one certain spot, one certain angle just hits those muscles or your knee just a little bit more. Maybe it's giving you more relief. At that point, I like to throw in some more repetitions, upwards to 10 to 15 repetitions at that point. And then when you're done with all of those movements, definitely switch to the other side to keep everything in balance. And again, if you would like more of a challenge, start to use that ankle weight, because it will help strengthen the muscles even further. So here's a really easy way to strengthen your knee at home using a staircase. This one is especially good if you're looking to build pain-free range of motion going up and down stairs. We're just going to start off on the bottom stair. So let's go next to it. You're definitely going to want one that has a railing or a wall off to the side that you can grab onto for extra support. So start off by taking one leg, put that foot flat up on that stair. The movement from here is very easy. Let's mimic going upwards, kind of like stepping up on the stair. Just nice and slow, and try to move through your knee. The key with this one is to make sure the knee is straight so it's not buckling out or in. You want it nice and controlled. That way we're building good posture through that knee while going up the stair. I try to do this one for about 10 to 15 repetitions, just going up very slowly, and then I'm going to fight my body weight coming down very slowly also. Afterwards, if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or two. But once you're done on one side, just switch to the other side and repeat to keep everything in balance. So let's take this one to the next level by now mimicking going down the stairs to hit the muscles just a little bit differently. So what I'm going to do, again, is put one foot up on the stair, go right towards the edge, and then you're just going to slowly go downwards, just like this, and then slowly come back up. It should take you roughly about 3 seconds to go down and then 3 seconds to come back up. Again, 10 to 15 repetitions, really focusing on keeping that knee straight as possible, and then you're just going to switch to the other side and repeat. But this is something that every time that you go upstairs, you can do throughout the day just to help gradually build strength and again, hopefully give you more pain-free range of motion. So a really easy knee strengthening exercise that you can do in bed or on a floor is the bridge, but I'm going to show you how to take it to the next level and focus a little bit more on the knees. So let's start off with the basic bridge and progress into different variations. Lie flat on your back just like this. Your knees are going to be bent, feet flat. What I'm going to do is take my hands, put them on my hips. Start off by tightening the core muscles, just kind of taking your belly button towards your spine, squeeze the glutes right here. And then what you're going to do is then slowly lift your hips upward towards the ceiling. Try to get your body in a nice straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. But if you're unable to get into that position, let's say you can only go up an inch or two, do the best you can. Over time, you should gain strength and flexibility to get into this position. But you should feel a lot of muscles start to fire. The core, the back, the glutes, and the legs. Try to hold this one for 5 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax, take a breather, and then repeat this one up to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. Afterwards, if you do feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or two. So let's take it to the next level and target the knee just a little bit more. So for this one, I'm going to do a marching motion with it. So lift one leg up, hold it for a second or two, relax, and then do it on the other side. You'll start to really feel the glutes and the legs right here start to fire, all those muscles that will help support the knee. Try to do this one for about 10 to 15 repetitions on both sides. From there, you can take this one to even the next level by then lifting one leg up like this and then straighten your knee out as much as you can, engaging that quadriceps. So really try to straighten the knee, squeeze this muscle right here at the top of the leg. Hold this one for 5 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat it on the other side for 10 to 15 repetitions. And again, if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, throw in another set or two. I like to also focus a little bit more on the glutes, which are a big stabilizer of the pelvis and the hips. Again, strong hips will help support the knees. This is known as a clamshell bridge. We're going to take our feet, we're going to put them together, kind of press in like this, and then we're going to take our knees outward as much as possible until you feel a very good stretch in the inner part of the leg, into the thigh, towards the groin, and you should also feel it into the hips. From there, the movement is very similar. Hands go on our hips, and we're just going to drive our hips upward towards the ceiling. You're going to notice a lot firing right here into the glutes. 5-second hold, you're just going to relax, and then repeat this one 10 to 15 times. But go through all of those movements. If you feel like one is just targeting your knee just a little bit more, at that point, throw more repetitions in. So here's a great combination exercise that will really help strengthen a lot of muscles that support the knees. This one, we need a sturdy chair, one without wheels, but you can also grab off to the side of a wall. So let's start standing with very good upright posture. Whatever knee that you want to focus on, let's say I have a lot of pain in my left knee. You want that side close to the chair. You're just going to put all of your body weight onto that side and slightly bend that knee until you feel the quadricep, that muscle right here at the top part of the leg, start to fire. Grab on the top part of the chair for support. So with this exercise, we're going to keep this knee locked and straight. We don't want it buckling in or out. It's nice and stable. The other leg right here is going to go straight at the knee. The toes are going to be pointed down towards the floor. The movement from here is very easy. We're just going to tap with our toes right here on the floor. What you'll notice is this is going to challenge that bent knee to maintain this movement. So do this one nice and slowly for a couple taps, and then you're just going to go off to your side right here, kind of like a clock again. Start at noon, go to 1 o'clock, and then repeat. You're going to work your way all the way towards the side and then all the way toward the back. When you can't go any further, you're then going to work back forward. Any of these positions feel like it's challenging the knee just a little bit more, at that point, throw in more repetitions. I like to do about 10 to 15. And again, you can throw in another set or two if you would like. From there, let's take this one to the next level by challenging the knee just a little bit more. So for this one, what I'm going to do is get back into that original position. Let's bend the knee until we feel the muscles right here start to fire. The other leg is going to go straight in front of me, but this time around, I'm going to squat or bend downward with that knee and then touch the floor. So all the movement now is coming from this bent knee. And you're going to feel a lot more muscles start to fire at this point. Again, just a couple taps, and then you're going to repeat that process. And again, any position or any angle that you feel just hits that knee a little bit better, throw more repetitions in at that point. So the second exercise, and I think that this is one of the best exercises that you can do to build the legs up, is the squat. So with the squat, what I'm going to focus on doing is having my legs roughly hip width apart. I'm going to tighten my core muscles for a little bit more support. Let's grab the back of this chair right here, and then I'm going to place all of my body weight onto my heels. My toes are going to go out slightly just like this. It usually helps take a little bit of tension off the knees. Let's try to keep the back as straight as possible. We don't want to round into this one. Instead, what I'm going to do is take my bottom down and away from the chair, moving through my knees and really focusing on trying to tighten these leg muscles as much as I can. Only go down as far as you feel comfortable. Don't go to the point of pain. If you start to feel that, come back up a little bit. You want to hold this position comfortably for about 3 to 5 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this up to 10 times. With each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more, but it should be just nice, slow, and controlled and not causing any more knee pain. Afterwards, if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, throw in another set or two. And as a note, with the star taps, whatever you do on one side, definitely switch to the other to keep them both in balance. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.